Scene 1, late evening in their current apartment, the first serious talk.
So you know how our lease is ending in 2 months? I was thinking, maybe this time we should stop just talking about moving and actually do it. I mean, every week we complain about the noisy upstairs neighbors, the tiny kitchen where we can't both cook without bumping into each other, and that hallway closet that's so full it basically attacks us when we open the door. I don't want to spend another year here.
I get it. Honestly, I'm tired of feeling like I have to sidestep around furniture just across the living room. But moving is a big deal, Amelia. It's not just finding a place. It's the packing, the cleaning, the lifting, the movers, the costs. And we still haven't decided the biggest thing. Do we want to rent another apartment or go for a house? Because those are two very different lives.
I'm leaning towards a small house. Nothing huge, just something with a backyard so I can have a little garden, maybe a patio for morning coffee, and enough storage so we're not shoving Christmas decorations under the bed like some secret operation. I just want space to breathe, Liam.
And a house means a lawn to mow, weeds to pull, gutters to clean, and more maintenance than either of us has time for. Remember when you were so determined to keep that little herb garden alive? It lasted, 2 weeks before you forgot to water it? I'm not saying you're bad at it. I'm just saying it's work, and you're already busy enough.
That's unfair. First of all, that basil plant died because you knocked it over with your gym bag and never admitted it until a year later. Second, I'm not saying we need a huge yard. I just want some outdoor space. And if mowing is such a nightmare in your mind, we could hire someone. Or get one of those robot mowers. Technology exists, you know.
Sure, but hiring someone or buying a fancy mower adds to the cost. That's on top of higher rent or a mortgage, property tax, and whatever else pops up. I'm not against space, but maybe a bigger apartment is a smarter move. We get more room without committing to all the house headaches.
Fine. Then let's make a list. Must-haves versus nice-to-haves. If we find an apartment that ticks every single must-have, I'll consider it. But if it doesn't, we look at houses seriously. And just so you know, a dishwasher is going in the must-have column this time. I am done living in a never-ending cycle of dirty dishes.
Scene 2, 1 week later, after several property visits.
So that townhouse we saw yesterday, I've got to admit, I actually liked it more than I expected. It felt roomy, the natural light was amazing, and I could actually see us putting the dining table somewhere that isn't 2 inches from the fridge.
Yeah, but it's 35 minutes from the city center. And not just by car. There's basically no public transport nearby. If my car breaks down, I'll be stuck in suburbia waiting for you to pick me up like some stranded hitchhiker.
Or I could just drive you to work. It's not the end of the world. I mean, we've done carpooling before when your car was in the shop, and we survived.
Sure, but you're forgetting that last winter, when your car broke down at the same time as mine, we had to Uber everywhere for 2 weeks. That was a financial disaster. I just don't want to be dependent on 2 old cars and luck.
All right, fair enough. Then what about that modern apartment from last Saturday? You liked that one. Floor-to-ceiling windows, 2 balconies, open kitchen. It had your light and airy vibe all over it.
I did like it. But did you see the elevator? It looked like it had survived 3 world wars and sounded like it was considering retirement. And it took almost a full minute to reach the 8th floor. Imagine moving furniture in that thing.
So basically, we're rejecting almost everything we've seen. Are we ever going to agree on anything?
We're not rejecting. We're refining. We're figuring out what actually matters to us. There's a difference. Picky is good. Settling is bad.
Scene 3, a surprise changes everything.
Okay, you're going to laugh, but remember that townhouse we both liked? The one we thought was a bit pricey? It just dropped in price by 10%.
Wait, what? That's huge. That's not just a small discount, that's enough to cover new furniture and maybe even the moving costs.
Exactly. And I did a little digging. Apparently there's a new supermarket opening less than 10 minutes away next month, and a bus route is planned for later this year. So it's not as cut off as we thought.
All right, you've got my attention, but I still want to measure everything before we commit. I am not buying a place only to discover our couch blocks the front door and we have to eat dinner standing up.
Fine. But my king-size bed stays. If it doesn't fit, we keep looking, and that's non-negotiable. I refuse to downgrade just because the bedroom is awkwardly shaped.
Scene 4, the week before moving, packing chaos.
All right, so I started packing the kitchen stuff, but I swear half of these mugs we own are just novelty ones from your work Christmas parties. Do we really need all 12? I mean, half of them don't even fit under the coffee machine.
Yes, we need them. They're memories. That one with the crooked snowman was from our first Christmas together, and the huge, World's Best Girlfriend one? You bought me that when you felt guilty about forgetting our anniversary. You can't just throw sentimental things in the donation pile because they're too big for the coffee machine.
Okay, fine, we keep them. But we're labeling the box properly this time. No more of your miscellaneous boxes where we lose track of everything for weeks. Remember last time? We couldn't find the kettle for almost a month and ended up buying a new one, which we didn't even need.
I remember. But that was because you decided to pack half the kitchen in the same box as random extension cords and 3 mystery remotes. If you'd let me handle labeling, we wouldn't have had the kettle crisis of 2020.
All right, truce. You do the labeling, I'll do the lifting. But if my back goes out because you insist on packing the cast iron pan at the bottom of a box full of books, I'm blaming you for the rest of my life.
Scene 5, the night before moving.
So I double-checked with the movers. They're arriving at 9 a.m. sharp. Please don't start playing video games until 2 a.m. tonight. I need you awake enough to carry boxes tomorrow without dropping anything breakable.
First of all, that happened once, and it was a cereal bowl, not something irreplaceable. Second, I promise I'll be in bed before midnight. But can we agree that if the movers show up early like they did last time, it's on them, not me, if I'm still in my pajamas?
Fine, but if you answer the door in pajama pants with cartoon dinosaurs on them, I'm disowning you in front of them.
Noted. I'll wear the responsible adult sweatpants.
Scene 6, moving day morning.
All right, movers are 20 minutes away. I've taped up the last box from the bedroom, but the cat keeps trying to climb into it like she's hitching a ride.
She probably thinks we're abandoning her. Honestly, I don't blame her. Moving day feels chaotic for everyone. Just make sure she's in her carrier before the movers arrive. I don't want her bolting out the door in the middle of the chaos.
Got it. Also, which box did you put the kettle in? Because I'm already thinking about tea the moment we get to the new place.
Oh no! Did you not see me put it in the box labeled kitchen? Open first? It's the one with the big red sticker. Please tell me you didn't shove it somewhere else.
Define. Somewhere else.
Liam, if the kettle ends up in the same box as your old PlayStation controllers, I'm going to lose it.
Scene 7, arriving at the new house.
Wow. Okay, seeing our stuff in here already makes it feel like home. I mean, it's messy, but it's our messy.
Yeah, except now we get to play the world's least fun game. Where did we put that thing? Speaking of which, I have no idea where my toolbox is, and I need it to reassemble the bed.
Probably in the box labeled bedroom tools and lamps, which I'm guessing you didn't read before opening the kitchen snacks box first.
Guilty. But moving burns calories, and I was starving.
Scene 8. The Furniture Placement War.
Okay, here's my vision. Couch goes here, facing the big window. That way we get maximum natural light while watching TV.
Yeah, but then the sunlight will glare right on the TV screen. I don't want to squint every time I try to watch a movie. The couch should face the opposite wall. We can always open the curtains if we want the light.
But if we put it there, it blocks the walkway to the kitchen. We'll be tripping over the coffee table every time we grab a snack.
Then we just don't have a coffee table. Or get a smaller one. Problem solved.
Problem created. Where am I supposed to put my feet when I'm watching TV?
You can use the ottoman, which, by the way, you swore you didn't even like when we bought it.
Scene 9. Evening after the move.
You know, for all the stress, I think we did pretty well today. No broken plates, no injuries, and only one mystery box left unopened.
Yeah, but we also had 3 arguments about where the couch goes. And I still think my layout makes more sense.
Too bad. My layout wins, but you can accidentally move it back in a week when I'm not looking if it bothers you that much.
Noted. Also, I think we should meet the neighbors tomorrow. First impressions and all that.
Agreed. Should we bring cookies or a bottle of wine?
Wine. Cookies are friendly, but wine says, we're the cool new neighbors.
Or it says, we're trying too hard. But fine, wine it is.
Scene 10. The next day. Meeting neighbors.
Hi, we just moved in next door. Sorry if the moving truck blocked your driveway yesterday. It was a bit of a circus.
Don't worry about it. Happens all the time here. Welcome to the neighborhood. That old Harrison place hasn't had new tenants in years.
Well, we're glad to be here. And if you hear random banging tonight, it's probably just us still figuring out where the furniture goes.
Sounds familiar. Let me know if you need any local tips.
Scene 11. First quiet night.
So, first night in our new home, how do you feel?
Happy, relieved, excited. I feel like we've opened a new chapter, Liam.
I feel the same. And I'm glad we did it together, even with the stress.
Here's to morning coffees on the balcony.
And no more cupboard avalanches.
Best decision we've made in a long time.
Yeah, welcome home, Amelia.